This is my Let's Talk About It series. I'm hoping that in this series, you know, you guys get a little glimpse of me. Really get to feel me out. Really get to, you know, get some of this little love that I got going on over here or whatnot. And I want you guys to follow my journey, life after divorce. On this Let's Talk About It series, it's just gonna be things that people are afraid to talk about because either they're taboo or either they're afraid of other people's opinion or Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel by Felicia. I got something a little different for you guys. As y'all can see, we're outside on my my patio. A little scenery. Plus, I think that this this particular set right here, because it means so much to me. This is where I come outside and I decompress. I'm able to sit here and meditate. This is my place of silence. I got all of my little plants and stuff with me, and I thought it was perfect, especially about the topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about. This is something that's very near and dear to me, and so before we get into it, make sure you guys go ahead and get you a nice little drink. I got mine right here in my little pineapple cup, and I'm also, while I'm going to be doing this video with you guys, I am going to be making another set of waist beads. So as you can see, these are my waist beads right here. I just made this green one today, and so that's what I'm gonna be doing while I'm out here talking to you guys. And if y'all see me looking over here, that's because I have my notebook with me. I did not want to lose track of what I wanted to talk about. So as y'all can see from the title, it is Do I Still Believe? So in this series called Let's Talk About It, that's the first thing I want to talk about is do I still believe? And if I do, what do I believe in, and what does that mean to me? Do I believe in God, Jesus, the Trinity, the Holy Spirit, all of that good stuff? Yes, I do. I believe in that. However, I'm a very spiritual person, and I do not believe in religion, and I do not believe in today's structure of the church. I said it. I know this is going to rub a lot of people wrong, but I also hope that it opens up a conversation. And this is me speaking my truth. This is me having my voice. All right, so I don't believe in the structure of the church. I am a spiritual person, and so first of all, let's get the definitions out the way. What spirituality means to me is believing in something that is higher than myself, a higher being. And for me, that higher being, Jehovah, Yahweh, because a God can be anybody. It took me a minute to get here because I was so afraid and uncomfortable with how people were going to, you know, receive and take the fact that I was stepping away from the church and I was stepping away from religion and really finding out who I was. In order for me to do that, you have to know where you come from. And when I found out my roots, that was something that was very, very big for me. I began that spiritual journey of finding out who I was. And so when I did that, I realized that religion was used in today's society. Religion today is used and has been in the past, but I'm going to talk about right now how it's affected me. It has been used as hatred against other people, and that's just something that I'm not with. I'm all about love, peace, and happiness. And so, you know, a lot of people don't like to talk about how they got burned at the church. I don't got burned at many of churches that I have went to, and you know, they have failed in the aspect of humanizing a person. I feel that sometimes churches can really talk a good talk, but when it really comes down to, being down in the dirt with somebody, they kind of just turn a blind eye or a deaf ear or whatever. And even people that you thought, were really there and cared about your well-being are no longer there anymore. And so it made me question, then what is the point of the church? When you are really in need and people talk about how, you fellowship, even with doing that, you in your darkest hours may not even feel like the church is there with you. All it is you and whomever you believe in. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of tears, a lot of praying, and being in a vulnerable place where that there was nobody there. When I say there, nobody picked up the phone and called and said, hey, are you okay? What's going on? More or less, he say, she say, talk to. And so that pushes a lot of people away. I was done with it. I was brought up in a very religious household, and I am a typical PK kid. My aunt and uncle raised me. My uncle went to seminary school, and he was a pastor of an African American Episcopal church. My aunt went to a Baptist church. My grandfather was a pastor. I was brought up as a PK kid. Da-da-da! And here I am, sexually fluid, and talking about how I don't accept religion and I don't like the structure of the church. I was made. Me. And I'm cool with that. I've gotten to a place in my life where you see this smile? I worked very, very hard for it. Very, very hard. And I found that through crying and being all alone, and just wanting that need to connect to something, to feel something, to let me know that I was still here, that I was still rooted, that I still mattered, that my presence here on this earth meant something. And I had to find that on my own. I had to sit here and I had to have conversations with a lot of people. Don't want to say they have conversations with their God, but I had to look at him and I was like, nigga, what is going on? What is happening right now? Why? What have I done to deserve all of this? And I couldn't find that comfort that I needed. As humans, we are born to question, and I am a human, and I am going to question. To my nature. And look at this, so pretty. So even when I felt that God was failing me, I started to connect somewhere else. I began to realize that I am connected to everything around me. I am energy. I am that. I am what I put out. So I took time to just sit and be still and listen. And when I listened, I spoke to my ancestors. I spoke to them, and I asked for guidance and understanding. And again, this is me. I went, I prayed to God, I got on my knees, I cried, I did all of that, and I still wasn't hearing anything. So I felt the need to call on the women in my family that are no longer here with me. And so I wanted to dig a little bit more deeper into that. I wanted to know, when God was not, or Jesus was not introduced to my people, what did they do? How did they come out of their tough times? So I also started digging into my chakras. That was another thing that interests me in Reiki. I am still studying and I'm still digging into that, so I'm not going to dig too deep into that. But I really started getting into Reiki and my crystals. I wound up getting me my little singing bowl that I use it a lot, especially when I'm meditating and I just want to, balance and clear the area. So when I started meditating and listening and asking for guidance and asking for understanding, things started shifting, things started happening. you know, kind of reprogram myself a little bit, detox some of the negative things. I started to clear all that out because I just didn't want to hold on to that anymore. I was really, really over it, y'all. People who I realized that were associates more than anything, because when I was going through my rough waters, my rough times, these are the people that I thought, you know, were gonna be there. And these are God-fearing people. Let me tell you something. These are the people that are at church Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, and at every freaking outreach event that there is. Girl didn't even pick up the phone. But these are the people that be like, in Jesus' name. So how can you not, you know, feel some type of way when you're going to an institution, which is the church? You're going into an institution.
You marching in your Sunday best every Sunday.
You're supposed to take off this veil and be vulnerable and allow people to see you for who you really are, because that's how you attract people. But no, you go there and they put on them stunner shades. You're supposed to go there to fellowship and worship and find like-minded people. But where are those like-minded people when you meet them? But we have to remember, humans are humans. That's the beautiful thing about it. Humans are gonna fail. Humans are not gonna always get everything right, because I don't always get everything right. I don't know how my best friend is still my best friend. But humans will fail you. They will fail you. People have a lot of fear right now with this whole coronavirus and stuff going on. And I honestly think that's like kind of one of the best things that could have happened to the church. I'm serious. Because you don't have this institution, this structural, this place to go to and hide. But I really feel like this is the opportunity for the church to show up and show, you know, what they really are, because you gotta love everybody. One thing that I have learned with such a religious background is that Jesus died for my sins, yours, everybody. I do believe in that. And because of that, I believe I'm all good in his book. And that's that. Like, I don't think anybody else can, you know, convince me or tell me anything different. I'm good. Period, sis. Period. I'm going to continue to live my life as an awesome and great person that I am, and I'm going to be the best person that I can possibly be. And I'm going to do that with free will, because that's something that I choose to do. 6. I've been so blessed to have awesome parents. I have siblings that will ride or die for me. And a lot of people, unfortunately, don't get that. And I do, and that's why I'm able to get in front of the world and anybody that's viewing this and speak my piece, because I have people behind me who support me and love me 100%, and they know where my heart is and encourage me to talk about the things that I've been through. And another reason why I push back from religion and the structure of the church is because of my marriage and my divorce. I was married for 12 years, and I have been recently divorced. And this is the happiest I have ever been. I really believe that the church did not help keeping my marriage together. I felt like more could have been done, but again, that's my opinion. And I'm not gonna put the church out there or any of that, or I'm not gonna do that. But what I am gonna say is that they were very aware of what was going on. I was a person that was very highly involved in the church, and more care could have been taken. And so That really left not only a bad taste in my mouth, because churches have left bad taste in my mouth from all the time that I've been growing up, but you know, I really thought that this was different. And again, that's why you can't put your trust and faith in man at all. They're just not gonna do it for you. And so I'm just hoping that that through this series that I'm gonna give you guys, that this is my Let's Talk About It series. I'm hoping that in this series, you know, you guys get a little glimpse of me. Really get to feel me out. Really get to, you know, get some of this little love that I got going on over here or whatnot. And I want you guys to follow my journey, life after divorce. On this Let's Talk About It series, it's just gonna be things that people are afraid to talk about because either they're taboo or either they're afraid of other people's opinion and what they're gonna think about it, or whatever. It's just, you know, just don't want to rub nobody the wrong way. Well, let me tell you something. You know, my name is not Felicia for a reason. Girl, bye. But what'd you say? Oh, okay. And I'm corny, by the way. Just to let y'all know. I'm corny. And I know I'm corny. And I'm cool with it. This bean's gonna be so sexy, y'all. So sexy. I really like them. So let's talk about it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit up and we're gonna talk about things that people are afraid to talk about. This is my platform. This is my life, and this is me being able, you know, to utilize my voice, because it had been taken away from me for a very long time, and I got it, and I got a lot to say. I thank y'all for even, you know, just vibing out with me or whatever and listening to me. I really hope that I didn't ramble too much about, you know, religion, spirituality, God, and the church. I really hope that you guys got, you know, how I feel about it and where I'm at. I'm going to continue to utilize my singing bowls. I'm going to continue to sage and smudge all these little bad spirits away. I'm going to continue to use my healing crystals, and I'm going to continue to pray. And I feel like I can do all of those. I need some other beads. Let's go back to gold. So I really hope you guys, you know, just enjoyed this video. I'm not gonna ramble too much longer, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I really y'all understand, like it took a lot out of me to sit up here and have this conversation with y'all, and I'm glad that y'all even sat here and listened, because I'm getting to the point where I'm able to get a little bit more comfortable and open up, you know, on camera and stuff. Again, this is still very new. I'm like, what, 5-6 videos in, and I'm trying to find my little sweet spot where I'm at. So y'all, please leave a comment and, you know, let me know what y'all think about this. If you're even interested in this Let's Talk About It series, because I really want to do